roster from last year, but yeah, you mentioned Goodrick is terrific on the glass.
Brom wins the tip. Nebraska, Omaha in the road black uniforms. South Dakota in the home whites.
Boogie Anderson there checking the ball in the starting lineup again today, David. Again, no Xavier Fuller for South Dakota.
Fuller's missed the past couple games with a knee issue. Turnaround goes in for Frankie Fiddler.
That is the fantastic freshman that we mentioned in our open, who at 6'7" can shoot over the defense from the perimeter. You saw it right there.
Here's Archambault. Comateros working against Braun. Nice move inside and nice finish with the right.
South Dakota wants to get a post touch early to see how does Omaha defend. That time the Mavs did not bring any double teams.
Braun underneath, nice feed to a rope.
That was some terrific interior passing there. And Omaha team, when they can share it well, and they've gotten great looks off of those, that's where they've really become a good offensive team, especially here in Summit League play.
Dakota Bank presents the USD starting lineup. Again, Anderson, Pero-Hunt, Archambault, Goodrick, and Comateros. Goodrick hangs in the air, can't get it to go off glass. Rebound by Fiddler. We're going to have a travel call on Omaha. Their starting lineup's also brought to you by Dakota Bank, Smith, Lametti, Fiddler, Arope, and Dylan Brom at the 5. They look at Darren Hansen in his 17th season at the helm of Omaha. Pero-Hunt spots up for 3.
Picking up right where he left off 2 days ago against Denver when he had 25 and really shot it at a high level. That one looked really good coming off his hand too.
Marco Smith stepped back, left that one short.
Defensive transition is going to play a big role in this game, and Omaha there did not get matched up in it. And Comateros, who's a great three-point shooter, made him pay.
Back-to-back goals for USD. Rope working against Goodrick. Too strong off glass. Over to South Dakota.
That was really well defended by Goodrick. He knew Arope didn't want to have to spin back baseline there, and he cut him off, forced a difficult shot for the starting center. David, this is an Omaha team that's had a lot of struggles defensively this year. And a lot of it's been on the interior. I mean, this is not a big physical Omaha team, so certainly a key to watch in this game is how can the Mavs defend the paint? Keeping the ball out of there on the penetration and the post touches.
Down low, nice feed. Comateros with a bucket, Archambault with the assist.
Well, Tassos Comateros really struggled here the other night, and he's off to a terrific start. Already 7 points in this game for USD. Got in some foul trouble against Denver. Only played 2 minutes in the first half.
Here's a rope on the block again against Goodrick. Rope using his strength and getting another 2.
Well, Rope's a kid that transferred to Omaha, was at the University of Nebraska, but didn't really play there a lot, battled a lot of injuries, so it's taken him a while this year to kind of get back into the flow of things.
Comateros working against the smaller Smith.
Yeah, big time mismatch here, and Omaha forced to bring the double.
Cross court to Pero-Hunt, another 3.
Great pass and assist. Tassos Comateros right now is made a huge impact in this game on the offensive end.
Dylan Brom can't get it to go with the left hand. Comateros can't get the roll. Rebound to Arope.
Omaha 3-15, and obviously, I mean, that record not what they wanted. Really difficult knock-on for them. They had to play a ton of road games. David never really gotten a rhythm as a team, and they've gotten better here as the Summit League has gone on. They get a little more traction.
Fade away there from Marco Smith. Yeah, people will look at the 3-15 overall record, but especially in Summit League play, they've kept most of their games close.
Yeah, they've been very competitive, 2-5 in the league. Those 5 losses, several of them single digit.
Here's Goodrick, using his strength and size.
Now, neither team right now wanting to leave shooters on the perimeter to try to help in the post, and so you're seeing a lot of isolation and just one-on-one play in there. There it is right there again.
Short, Goodrick the board. Boogie Anderson in transition, the spin, can't finish.
That's kind of his patented move that he's been going to here late, as he's become a double-figure scorer the last 3 games for USD.
Nice move by Marco Smith, the stutter step.
Smith, a veteran player that played 2 years in Kansas City in their program, and now the last 2 years here in Omaha.
Skip out to Goodrick. Goodrick trying to squeeze through traffic, rejected by a rope.
Yeah, just too much traffic down there.
Fiddler, good defense by Pero Hunt. Pinball a couple years ago, second in the conference last season. Had to deal with a couple more losses this season, and USD did not get off to the greatest start in league play, but they still got some injured guys, still got some pieces to figure out, but they've been competitive at least for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, and they've had to overcome here a lot, as a lot of teams have, with some COVID issues, lack of practice time, disjointed schedules, rescheduled games, and that's the reality we're living in right now.
Damani Hayes, number 25, checking in for USD. Goodrick will take a seat. You mentioned Xavier Fuller still out with a knee issue.
They miss him, obviously. I mean, he's 13 points a game, and also at 6'4", I think means a lot to this team defensively, because he's a long perimeter defender that can really contest shots well. They lose some of that size out there without Fuller.
Pull-up 3 is off by Felix Lametti. Comateros on the pick and pop for 3. That was one thing in particular that Darren Hansen said he was afraid of with USD, specifically the Comateros pick and pops.
Well, and he's great at it. Over half his shots, they would come from the three-point line. He's really struggled, though, the last 6 games shooting it from 3, but not today. He's off to a great start.
Move inside, Kyle Lutke off the bench for Omaha.
But USD 4 of 5 to start this game from the three-point line. That's why they're up 6.
Ferrarini with the steal for Omaha.
Well, you won't see Pero Hunt turn it over like that very often. He's usually excellent. And picks up a foul, and that's going to be his second. So not what you wanted to see if you're Todd Lee. Guy that's really been your hot scorer, shooter here the last couple games. Now going to have to go to the bench with 2 early fouls.
Eric Oliver checking in for South Dakota. We're also going to see Keaton Kutcher come in. And Kutcher, interesting story, his red shirt was broken in the game on Thursday against Denver. Only played 5 minutes, didn't attempt a shot, but it's one of those things where you got to kind of talk to the kid, talk to the family about, okay, this is our plan for you, and they're clearly planning to play him more down the stretch.
And how unusual is it that he's even playing? He's not on the roster, right, that we've been given here, you know, by sports information people. So, yeah, I mean, his appearance Thursday was maybe a little bit of a surprise, and now getting another crack at it here again today.
USD coaches love his shooting ability, has yet to take a shot in college. Darius Hughes with the mid-range.
Well, Hughes, I think, could really be an X-factor player in this game. Terrific game on Thursday, had 15 against SDSU. Just a tough matchup at 6'5". USD's getting these switches, trying to get Comateros on the post.
Great pass, great shot from Eric Oliver. That's the second time we've seen Kamateros make those cross-court feeds.
Yeah, he's not only scoring the ball right now for USD, but as you mentioned, he is passing it terrific as the double team comes.
Nick Ferrarini pulls up, can't get it to go. Archambault, the rebound.
Here's where he could be really dangerous, David, in the open floor, and he dribble penetration, finds an open guy.
Back-to-back triples for Eric Oliver, and Darren Hansen wants a timeout.
Tassos Kamateros really getting this USD offense coming here early on. He's got 10 points already and doing the damage from the three-point line. He's off to a great start here at home.
Farmers Union Insurance, simply different.
11.5 to go in the first half, 24-14. South Dakota lead over Omaha. David Herbster enjoying the shooting prowess thus far. South Dakota came into today's game, Brad, dead last in the Summit League in league play in three-point percentage and point makes. 25% from the arc, 4 threes a game. They've got 6 threes in the first 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the shooting has been certainly not something that they have excelled at, and today they have. And it's because they're sharing it well. They've got 7 assists already on their 9 made buckets.
Fiddler wide open, gets Omaha's first triple.
And multiple guys down here, David. I mean, you got Peril Hunt's hit a couple, Kamateros has hit 2, and Eric Oliver off the bench with 2 makes, and that's huge for you.
Get a forearm check here against Darius Hughes.
And a lot of it, honestly, is because South Dakota has been getting the ball in the post, so they're throwing it in the low post, and they're playing off of that. When Omaha has doubled, that's freed up a lot of the three-point looks.
That too is short from Archambault. And then Damani Hayes tried to save it off of Omaha, but the Mavs have a fast break. Pull-up 3 from Nick Ferrarini. That's his specialty for Omaha.
Yeah, he's their leading scorer on the season overall, and he doesn't start. He's a guy that's a gunner. He's coming in looking to shoot just like that.
Transfer from Wayne State in the NSIC. Came to Omaha as a walk-on. Darren Hansen says he's made the most of his opportunity. We're going to get a second foul here on Hughes, and Hughes wondering what else he can do when Kamateros backs him up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're going to let the physicality of the offensive player do that. To me, there's no way that's a foul on the defense. If you're going to let the offensive player bang, you got to let the defensive player bang too. And certainly understand why Darren Hansen's not happy over there on the bench about that call.
Second quick one on Hughes, so he has to come out.
Yeah, that's a huge call too, because now you got Hughes in foul trouble for USD. Peril Hunt over there with 2.
Kamateros can't miss.
And again, this coming off a game where Kamateros really struggled offensively here Thursday night against Denver. It's because he was in foul trouble, he never got in a rhythm, but today he is in a big-time rhythm shooting the 3 ball.
5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from deep is Kamateros. He's got 13, a game high. We'll try the mid-range this time.
Probably shouldn't be surprised he shot it a foot long. Maybe back up, big guy, right?
Oliver. Rebound by Hayes, and Damani Hayes will get a chance at the free throw line.
This is what Todd Lee wants to see out of Damani Hayes off the bench. Athletic, scrappy player that can go get you a couple offensive boards a game. And the offensive glass is something that South Dakota's really excelled at here in Summit League play especially. There haven't been a lot of missed shots by the Yotes in this game so far for them to go after, but they did that time.
Hayes goes 1 of 2. Margaret Smith tried to kick it out. Say turnover. Looked like it touched Kutcher's hands, but it might have sailed over him.
I think they got an offensive foul on Marco Smith. That was the call, as he was out of control, didn't come to a jump stop there, and Hayes stepping in charge.
The ball sailed out of bounds at the same time as the whistle, so yeah, it wasn't an offensive foul on Smith.
And those are some of the struggles that Darren Hanson's had with Marco Smith, kind of running the point guard a lot with the ball in his hands. Great playmaker, but will turn it over at times. Here comes that double team again. Great extra pass.
Oliver can't hit the three, but like you said, Brad, good ball movement, even though the shot didn't go in. Lukey, that's a long two.
Omaha's doing a great job kind of hanging in here. I mean, they have had to weather the three-point barrage here that USD's on. 7 of 10 the Yotes are from shooting it from three. And that's likely not going to keep up here for the rest of this game at that pace.
Nearly got that one to go, did Archambault, but he'll go to the line.
Great take there by Mason Archambault, as he just really uses his body well. You see him initiate that contact, draw the foul.
This is going to be a good midseason test for me. Mason Archambault is 14 of 14 at the line in Summit League play. I waited till after the first to see if it really matters. He is 92% on the season.
He's
so far, so good.
He's too good, yeah. Well, that 92% is top 10 in the country. So he's one of the best free throw shooters in all of America.
A hand check here on Boogie Anderson.
Well, let's see. So far, Todd Lee has left Cruz Perro-Hunt on the bench after he picked up that second foul. Would imagine he'll probably be able to have the luxury of keeping him protected as long as this lead stays intact. That's really nice defense by Hayes. Threw his hands back, didn't pick up the foul, contested the shot.
We're gonna get a foul before Anderson shot it. We're gonna get Sami Rowe just into the game for Omaha. Personal. That's the 7th foul already for Omaha. So shooting the rest of the way to USD, this will be a 1-and-1 for Boogie Anderson.
Great opportunity, and South Dakota relies on free throw makes a lot offensively. They get over 20% of their scoring, David, from the free throw line. That's a very high percentage, and it's because they're aggressive. They attack the rim. They get the ball in the low post.
Goodrick, the offensive rebound and putback.
Well, there he is. We haven't talked a lot about his rebounding just because there hasn't been a lot of rebounds in this game. A lot of made shots for both teams, but Goodrick there showing you how valuable he is.
Another deep three from Ferrarini. That one off. Boogie kicks it to Kutcher. Kutcher inside. Floater won't go.
Omaha needs to take advantage here. They haven't had a lot of transition opportunities because they haven't had many stops. But USD slows them down very well.
Nice feed inside to Rowe, but he can't finish.
Omaha, those are the plays they have to capitalize on.
Kutcher for three. Off the back iron, still looking for his first collegiate bucket. Rowe for three. Both teams going cold here the past minute.
Yeah, plenty of good looks. And both coaches here, starters on the bench right now trying to see what some of these reserves can bring to the table here offensively.
Kutcher for three. First collegiate points for Keaton Kutcher.
This USD coaching staff loves his ability to shoot the ball. It's all about confidence and him shooting it.
You look at not a very high turnover game. South Dakota's only committed 1 turnover. Omaha's only committed 3. So it's not like they're giving up the ball a lot. It's just, again, teams making shots against that defense. Feet inside. Brahm, kind of an awkward take. Fights for his loose ball. Still fighting for it. South Dakota clears. Boogie. Foul before the shot.
That's an offensive foul. It's a really good call there by our official John Yorkovich down there. Anderson using his offhand to seal the defender. Hook there, you'll see, and that's subtle, makes a big difference in that defender being able to stay with the ball handler. But yeah, to your point, back to the turnovers, I mean, South Dakota has had just a terrific season taking care of it. They only had 4 turnovers here Thursday night against Denver. They have 1 tonight. They have 9 assists. I mean, their ratio assist to TO is one of the best in the Summit League when you look at team averages.
Devin Evans short on that shot.
Well, it's been one of those games right now, even when Omaha's gotten a few stops, they aren't capitalizing with makes then on the other end, and that's what you've got to do to get yourself back in this game.
Devin Evans with the check. Another 1-and-1 opportunity here for Boogie Anderson. And you mentioned Brad, Boogie Anderson inserted into the starting lineup when Xavier Fuller went down. He's had double figures each of the past 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, he was averaging a little under 4 points a game before the last 3, and now all of a sudden he's playing in the rotation here and averaging almost 12 a game as a result of that. So his offense has really helped a lot, again, in the absence of Xavier Fuller right now, who's still out with injury.
And the irony, of course, is Boogie and Xavier were teammates at Scottsdale Community College and both transferred here to South Dakota. Lametti, floater with the left is short. Ferrarini off the front iron.
Cruz Barrel Hunt back out there for South Dakota. That's him with the ball. 2 fouls, though. You got to be careful here. Don't pick up a 3rd one on this end.
Foul on the drive before the shot. Second quick one on Devin Evans.
I love the pace that Cruz Barrel Hunt plays with. He's never playing too fast. That's why he doesn't get out of control. That's why he doesn't have a lot of turnovers. But yet he's still got that explosive step when he needs it to get by a defender, that time picking up the foul.
Barrel Hunt, native of Auckland, New Zealand. Had that connection with assistant coach here, Brad Davidson, who kind of finds diamonds in the rough in that Australian, New Zealand, Oceania area. Same with Hunter Goodrick.
Yeah, those 2 guys have been huge for this program. And Cruz Barrel Hunt, you know, the last few years, not a lot expected of him scoring-wise, but this year, he's really had to be one of their main guys. He's done well with it.
Off the back iron for Ferrarini.
Double dribble. Only his 2nd game because the staff has decided to not redshirt him now.
Nice feed to a rope, rejected. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Archambault. He got up, though.
He did. Archambault will say, yeah, I'll keep adding to my point total.
At this point, it's target practice for Archambault. So after committing the personal foul, at worst, USD, it's going to be +2.
Now they extend this thing to 21 now. And, you know, for Omaha, some of that's just the frustration of how this game has started and gone. South Dakota's played really a terrific game offensively, shot it way better than they typically do.
Hits the first. You mentioned Brad, transfer from Nebraska, where injuries and a lack of playing time didn't really suit him. And he comes from Creighton Prep, which is the best prep high schools in the state of Nebraska.
I think they expect a lot out of a road. down the road here. You just got to get back into the groove of being an everyday player. South Dakota's really moving well without the ball. They've passed it well. They've shared it well here. That's why they're playing at a high level offensively.
Goodrick. Archambault. Got his defender in the air, and foul committed by Lametti. So back to the line goes Mason.
Mason Archambault has not come out of this game. He's played all 15 minutes. And just a real heady play there. I mean, you know, when you're a great free throw shooter, you find ways to get to the line. We saw it earlier when he drove, initiated contact, got there. Another good way to get to the free throw line is to make sure you're on the floor when the other team gets technical, right? Then you get to the free throw line there. He's done that. So, and now a good heady play there.
He's been perfect at the line. Now 8 of 8 in the first half. Smith, stolen away by Boogie Anderson.
That's really nice defense by Anderson, who then is off to the races here with the ball. Really nice defensive pressure for a big guy up top.
Coyotes will reset here. Shot clock at 10 for Boogie. Working against a rope. Drives, hangs, and finishes.
Wow, that's a really tough shot. That's 6'3", shooting over a very athletic 6'5".
Then at the other end, Archambault with the rejection. That one counts.
Now really changes a lot of your rotations, your substitution patterns, because it's not like they've inserted Boogie Anderson in there at 32 minutes also. So you've had other guys having to play some other roles.
That's a deep three from Lametti.
Well, Lametti, that's a sight for surprise. They had some struggles shooting it of late. So they're glad to see that one go in.
Archambault working down low. Plus the foul.
Well, what you're really starting to see earlier in this game, it was Tassos Cometeros playing at a high level. Now, Mason Archambault is just taking over this game on the offensive end. Got into the free throw line like we've mentioned, and terrific job getting to the line that time, but couldn't convert.
First miss in Summit League play for Mason Archambault, and I didn't say anything that time, so you can't blame me. An offensive foul here. That's going to go against Hughes. That's his third.
Exactly, yeah. Darren Hansen put Hughes back in this game. I think just looking for anything to speed his team right now. He's got Marco out there as well. And that's a point of emphasis they've tried to clean up in the game, is not let the offensive post hold that post defender when they try to fight around. And at the time, that's how Hughes picked up his third.
Good defense by Omaha. The problem is they pinballed it out of bounds. They'll stay with South Dakota.
Yeah, that's kind of the way this first half has gone for them. Even when they've kind of made the right play, the bounce hasn't gone their way. David, 5 different players for South Dakota have hit a 3 in this game. And 3 of them have hit more than 1. So, I mean, it's been the three-point shooting that has really done Omaha in.
Oliver trying to kick it back out. 2-on-1 break here for Omaha. Kick out, Kyle Lutke. 3 from the elbow goes.
And when you watch Omaha play, I mean, that's what they're really good at. Transition basketball. But quite frankly, there just hasn't been a lot of it in this game for them, because they've had to take the ball out of the net so much on the other end. They haven't gotten defensive stops.
Timeout here by Todd Lee. A little less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. USD up by 20. Let's hear from our friends at Avera Orthopedics.
It happens to all of us, whether it be in the stairway, on an uneven surface, or an ice-covered parking lot. In most cases, slips, trips, and falls are more embarrassing than harmful, but they can lead to serious injuries if you're not careful. The best way to combat this is to be aware of your environment and take more time to navigate a slippery surface. Take careful steps and shuffle on your feet, especially on ice. Proper footwear with plenty of tread can also go a long way in keeping you on your feet this winter. For more ortho tips and information, go to avera.org/ortho.
Less than 2 minutes to go, 20-point lead for the Coyotes. Archambault pulls up for three and buries it.
He becomes the sixth player now to hit a three in this half. And South Dakota, a team that averages 72 points a game, has 52 already.
Pull-up goes for Felix Lametti. There you see most points in the first half this season for South Dakota. To your point, Brad.
Now, it's certainly been their best offensive half. There's no question about it. I mean, they're shooting 10 of 14 from the three-point line. 60% field goal overall.
Another and one opportunity for Mason Archambault, who, as you mentioned, Brad, has just been taking over offensively, spent the last 5+ minutes.
He really has. I mean, he's a kid that always plays with a high level of intensity. He is in attack mode. But it is all coming together for Mason Archambault in this first half. 15 points now.
Under a minute to go here in the opening 20. Lametti.
Great defense there by Archambault, also just taking away that three-point line.
Foul before the shot. Kutcher.
Well, the nice thing too here for Todd Lee, because of how well his team's played, he's been able to protect Cruz Peril Hunt on that bench with his 2 fouls. Also giving Tassos Kamateros a little bit more of a breather over there as well, not having to play him such extended minutes. Well, this is the guy you want. Take this last shot the way he's played here in the first half.
Get the switch. On the rope.
Yep.
But a rope got a piece of that. Hayes fighting for it underneath. Can't get the putback. Third opportunity goes. Final seconds here of the first half. Fiddler. That one parked.
Without having that in the house here today, it just would not be a complete Saturday afternoon.
Cruz Peril to start the second half. Nice feed down low to Kamateros. And that one checked by Brom. Called a personal on Dylan Brom.
When you talk about some efficiency, making the most of your time on the court, Tassos in the first half. They go right back to him here in the second half. But David, he played 11 minutes and had 13 points. That's pretty good production.
Make it 14 after that free throw. Of course, Goat fans know very well about Tassos Kamateros. For walk-on, earned a scholarship, and has quite honestly been one of USD's best players the past couple of years.
He's a high motor guy that really plays with a great intensity in the post. And then right there, you see how he can switch out on a ball screen like that? That's a great luxury that USD has. He's a very mobile defender down here, even though he's a big.
Fiddler almost lost his footing. Good the personal here on a rope.
There have been several calls today like that, and I don't think either head coach is appreciating them. I feel like the defenders are doing a fairly good job, David, of moving their feet and chesting up.
Good Caro Hunt as Fiddler is short. Nice feed to Goodrick, rejected by Brom. Another late whistle, though. Archambault, another nice pass down low. What's this?
Yeah, he did a terrific job. He's got 3 assists on the day already to go along with his 16 points. And South Dakota's just really done a nice job moving the ball. You know, that's something I feel like as I've watched them this year, David, they've gotten better and better at.
Well, in league play, they're averaging right around 10 assists per game, which is the bottom half of the conference. But so far in this one, they've got 9 in the first half, so they're basically right at their average for 20 minutes. Foul inside, there'd be a Goodrick.
That was a good call that time. He had his hands on him. And Omaha kind of got USD right back. There was some really good ball movement. So you watch these offenses, it's all about trying to get the ball moved from one side to the other before the defense can shift. Then you want to attack quickly off of that. Omaha doing it right now in this second half with a lot of ball screen action, then reversing it off of that.
Tough hang from Fiddler, can't get it to go. Caro Hunt, the bounce to Goodrick. No call. Todd Lee can't believe it.
Oh my goodness, yeah, there was a ton of contact there.
Swinging around. Nice feed inside. Brom, the left-handed flush.
Oh, and Omaha, that's what they need. We've talked about it. They didn't get very many defensive stops in that first half. They did not get any transition because of it. And this is a team that needs some offensive transition to get them humming.
Caro Hunt, rejected by a rope.
Now this is why a rope is a big piece to Omaha inside. He is an athletic defender, a little bit undersized maybe at the 4 spot, but he makes up for what he can do right there.
He's listed at 6'5".
Yeah, he plays a lot bigger than that. You can see he's got the ability there to switch out on a guard and still contain him.
Boogie just got the shot off before the whistle. They're going to call a foul on Brom, and Brom took a shot.
Yeah, he didn't
Actually,
know.
that was Fiddler, I'm sorry.
Fiddler. Yeah, he didn't know that Anderson was going to kind of hesitate there. There was some contact to his face as a result of that. And I think anytime the officials know there was contact to the face, they're going to at least go take a look at it. And that's what we're going to have a little stoppage of play here for.
The personal was whistled on Omaha.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything there. He just ran into Anderson's shoulder, trying to catch up to him. So they're not going to see anything here and play on. Well, it'll be interesting to see here in the second half. South Dakota, obviously, when you make a lot of threes in the first half, do you keep shooting a lot of threes, or do you try to still make sure you're a little bit more true to your identity? Because there's a chance you could start falling in love with that three-point shot, thinking they're all going to go in, and you could shoot yourself out of a pretty big lead if you're not careful. Now, this one's 24 right now. USD is still totally in the driver's seat of this game, but let's see how Todd Lee has his team attacking here offensively in this second half.
So no flagrant foul, as you mentioned. He just ran into Boogie's shoulder, and then the personal was on Brom. And he fouled Boogie as the shot clock was expiring, so that insult to injury.
Yeah, they said Anderson was in the active shooting, so he gets free throws, and South Dakota continues to just dominate the line. They've already shot 24 free throws in this game. Now, granted, 4 of them came on technical fouls. That's another tough thing that Omaha, not going to be easy to overcome that.
Brom with the little shot put off glass. Pero Hunt off a screen for three. Good play design, just couldn't knock it down.
Yep, South Dakota kind of running a few more sets here, trying to do a little pin down screen that time.
Lametti found some space for three. A loose ball foul here on Comateros.
Yeah, it was a good call. He pushed it in the back that time as Braun was trying to get that offensive glass. You know, I don't know what it is. You go to that locker, you got a big halftime lead. It is a little tough to kind of keep the motor going and keep the juices flowing.
It's a long two from Frankie Fiddler.
You're already seeing in this half how Omaha's just playing and shooting the ball with a little bit more confidence on the offensive end.
Archambault buries the three.
Well, Omaha anticipated him passing the ball. And Archambault said, fine, you want to leave me open, I'm going to make you pay.
A rope trying to work inside against Goodrick. Called the offensive foul.
Yeah, they said a rope used that offhand that time to hold Goodrick off. Well, Hunter Goodrick has done a great job in the low post, as you see the last three. See how Archambault faked that pass, and that's what got him wide open. There's Beryl Hunt, who they do not mind David posting him and letting him do just this.
We get the hand check. He won in rebounds, but he just does this.
Well, he means a lot to this team, especially on the defensive end, where he is a great low post defender, and then, as you're mentioning, terrific rebounder. Finishing possessions.
Nice drive by Lametti.
Well, Omaha's starting to get a little more flow here offensively because they're getting stops. I mean, in this game, in the second half, South Dakota 1 of 5 from the field down on this end, so it makes a big difference when a team can not have to go against a set defense every time down the floor like Omaha had to do in that first half.
Skip pass to Goodrick for three.
Whoa, showing off a little range there.
That's just his 4th three of the season.
Well, you know it's a good day for your team shooting the three ball when you get guys like that knocking one in too.
Comateros on that one. There's another look at Goodrick's three, and
that's another advantage of getting the ball to Harold Hunt in the post, is because he's a great passer, David, and he finds an open teammate there.
Comateros with 3 assists. And then Smith fell down.
Yeah, him and Boogie Anderson got tangled up there. And one of those things, again, that just hasn't gone Omaha's way. Smith gonna have to go to the bench here. Hard to tell exactly what happened there as those two got tangled up feet-wise. Well, I'm gonna say this. If Boogie Anderson, though, can make a three in this game for South Dakota, you know really everything's come off the rails, because that kid hasn't even taken a three, I believe, in his career. I know he hasn't taken one this year. That's him with the ball right there. He's all drive, and he's really good at that.
We'll see if the opportunity opens up for him. Comateros the step back.
Yeah, that's a tough look from three. Those aren't the ones that Todd Lee wants Comateros taken. Easy call there.
Fiddler a little out of control. Archambault draws the charge.
And Mason Archambault has not come out of this game yet. He's played 26 minutes at high intensity level, and I mean, why take him off for? He's played a terrific game. Used a little shorthanded again without Xavier Fuller today. Really good floor spacing right now by USD. They've had that most of this game. That's what's made them tough to guard.
That one off the back iron for Archambault. Fiddler lost the dribble. Gets it out to Ferrarini. Ferrarini's first action since he got teed up in the first half. Now Ferrarini laboring.
Yeah, no kidding. This Omaha team is kind of taking the brunt of some physicality in this game.
Sami Rowe coming in.
It's just been one of those days for the Mavs. They with USD in the early stages, but as soon as the three-pointers really started dropping for South Dakota, they blew this thing open and haven't looked back.
The scoop goes for Lametti. Lametti's had a nice second half for Omaha.
A kid out of Salt Lake City Community College, a terrific junior college basketball program, and has gotten better as the years gone on here, as he's gotten used to playing at the Division I level.
Foul away from the ball, and already the 7th team foul on Omaha so for the final 13 and a half minutes.
And they already have been to the line 24 times. This guy's been there 10.
And the last guy you want to foul in a 1-and-1 situation.
Well, the good news for Archambault is even though he missed one in the first half, he's had enough attempts now where his season average actually isn't going to dip. He's 11 of 12, and he came in shooting 91%.
Foul going to be called on Damani Hayes there against Darius Hughes.
And we have not been able to see what Darius Hughes is really capable of in this game because he has been in foul trouble. Picked up 3 fouls in the first half. But a player that has continued to improve in his time in this Omaha program, now averaging double figures in Summit League games this year.
Coach Darren Hansen telling us he's one of the players who's made the biggest jumps year in to year out.
Absolutely.
So he's gotten better at the mid-post, better defensively. Even though we had, as you mentioned, those 3 fouls in that first half. You see the size and the strength on him and why he's improved. Goodrick on the block. Trying to weave between traffic. I believe that went off his leg. It did.
Yeah. Well, that's what Goodrick's got to realize. If he's drawing a crowd, then be strong with it, kick it out. That's what South Dakota's really done a pretty good job of in this game. You know, Todd Lee's team saw a lot of double team in the post from Denver in the second half Thursday night, and it was disruptive for a good chunk of that game. And Denver erased an 18-point deficit they had in the first half, got all the way down to 2. And today, South Dakota has shown no way that they want to let Omaha back in this one.
That one just goes off for Lametti.
Well, this call has been consistent all day long. And I think the players and the coaches have had a little bit of a hard time adjusting to it. I mean, it's a fine line, Dave. When you let some banging go on with the offensive player initiate contact, I almost feel like there's got to be a little give take. The D kind of bounce back at that a little bit.
Well, if you want an idea on why Darren Hansen might be upset, Omaha has shot 7 free throws this game, and this will be attempt number 14 for Mason Archambault alone. And with that free throw, by the way, new career high for Mason Archambault, 23.
Well, just been a terrific addition to this program, scoring-wise. Kid that played some high school ball out of Rapid City Stevens High School, went to Gillette Community College in Wyoming first, and He's found a great home here at USD. That's him bringing it up right there. Goodrick going to try to operate here. See him draw that crowd now. He's got
crowds and better atmosphere this year at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Goodrick goes 1 of 2. What'll be interesting is the final standings. St. Thomas, of course, not eligible to compete in the Summit League tournament this season on either the men's or women's side. So no matter where the Tommies finish, they will be out. And then, as per usual the past couple years, one other Summit League team will not make it.
Yeah, that's why we talked about, a game like this was important for both of these teams. You start thinking about, okay, you want to make sure you're in a position where you're going to make that trip to Sioux Falls. If his score holds, it looks like it probably will at this point. South Dakota going to move to 3-3 in the Summit League play, which is where they needed to be. They were 0-3 literally a week ago, less than a week ago. So pick up 3 wins in a week.
Offensive rebound and put back for Hunter Goodrick. What else is new?
Yeah, exactly. Well, he might lead the country in rebounds this week because he's played 3 games and he's basically gotten into double-figure rebounding in each one of them, including 19 boards he had up at North Dakota Monday.
And that pass went to Darren Hansen. The problem is he's not on the floor.
Yeah. Well, that might be one drawback you could say to these coaches dressing down now. I mean, he's wearing the exact same color. And I mean that seriously. Like, you see that out of the corner of your eye, and you're like, oh, black uniform, that's my teammate. Not that time.
Todd Lee, the only one consistently wearing a suit.
Yeah, and I'll give him and his staff a lot of props for that. They did that last year, too, even during the COVID year.
Marco Smith off on long 2. Pinball action, back out. Ferrarini back on the floor for Omaha. Board for Goodrick.
Yeah, that's what Goodrick does. Such a great job. He holds his position defensively in the low post better than about anyone in the Summit League, and that's why he's always in great rebounding position as well.
Barrow Hunt. Skip past Goodrick. Drives. Another kick back to Perro Hunt for 3.
Wow. A little connection there between the two from the land down under, right?
New Zealand to Australia. And back again. Tough take by Sami Rowe. Another board for Goodrick. In double figures again on the boards.
Yeah, he's got another double-double today with 10 points, 13 rebounds. So he's had 13 rebounds, and 19 rebounds in his 3 games in the last 6 days.
Loose ball foul here on Omaha. Called Luke Key with the ball. And bonus now for USC for the final 9 minutes.
Well, they've been the aggressive team, and so that's what's earned them some trips to the line. This game's been a fairly tight as well, which has certainly helped South Dakota. There's no question about that. When you can outshoot someone at the line, this is going to be 32 attempts to 7. I mean, put yourself in a great position to win a basketball game.
Damani Hayes hits both. Lead is 34.
And honestly, this has been really unusual for Omaha. I mean, they've been so competitive, in their 7 Summit League games coming up to this. They had 1 game like this that got away from them at Oral Roberts, but other than that, wins it against North Dakota and Western Illinois, and then really close losses. Even just this week, North Dakota State, Kansas City, both games they could have easily won.
Have a tough ball there from both Lametti and Hayes. Both appear to be okay. No died out here for Omaha. Just cleaning up some sweat down in the paint.
Great job by Archambault getting through that screen, though.
Looks like we're going to get Oliver there. As you said, Brad, that call all day has just been very, very tight. And I know you disagreed with it early, but it's now just kind of become old hat at this point.
You know, I think that one there's understandable. I mean, that's a perimeter guy driving it. Mine has been a little bit more just in the post where there's been some banging. The offensive players initiating contact. You got to let the defense push back on that a little bit, but I mean, that's why South Dakota, though, has shot all those free throws, is because they have really attacked well like that and earned that call in this game. That's the way it was being officiated and got to the line a lot.
There have been 40 combined fouls called.
And with that said, nobody has fouled out yet, though.
That'll stay with the Yotes, 20 to shoot. Darius Hughes is 4 for Omaha, and Oliver now for USD has 4. Kutcher in the corner for 3. Second 3 for Keaton Kutcher, who, as we mentioned, had his red shirt taken off on Thursday and gets his first 2 collegiate buckets here this afternoon.
Well, this is a great opportunity for him to get in a good flow, gain some of that confidence. He could become an important piece off the bench to give USD some valuable minutes.
Oliver the drive and the finish.
Eric Oliver was a big-time scorer at Laramie County Community College last year out in Wyoming, and hasn't been able to get it going a lot here of late. But had a great game here. Thursday had 10 points off the bench. He's got 8 today. This has been the guy right here, Archambault, with a career-high 23. Really increasing scoring average, David. Vital to USD being able to be a competitive team on the offensive end, and had a career high here on Thursday night with 25. Hasn't needed that here tonight, but has been a big part of this as well.
Nice hand here for Mason Archambault. He's going to come out after getting his career high of 25 points in this one. Marcos with the long 2.
Well, USD's cooled a little bit in this second half shooting. They haven't cooled from the three-point line. Still hit 4 of 8 in this second half.
Tough 2 there from Kutcher. His first 2-point field goal of his career. Nice to see second game. He's got 8 off the bench.
Yeah, a good environment, good opportunity here with not a lot of pressure on him to start gaining some of that confidence.
Nick Ferrarini will go to the line. Ferrarini hits the first. We mentioned his specialty is kind of distant shooting, and he hit that first long one, hasn't hit since from the field. Picked up a technical. But as you pointed out earlier, in kind of one of those weird quirks, if you look at the overall season stats as a bench player, he leads them in scoring this season.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of guys that are right around that 8 to 10 points per game.
Kutcher short on that 3.
I think it's going to be interesting, too, for South Dakota, what happens when Xavier Fuller is able to get back in this lineup, because this is a team here, at least in their last 2 home games, they've started to really find some nice rhythm offensively. I mean, they're obviously having their best offensive game of the season today with 88, but I mean, they scored 80 here on Monday against a good Denver team, too.
There's a ball foul on Hayes at the other end, so a Colorado shoot. Highest points USC had in a game this season, 99, but that was against Presentation College. They have not eclipsed 90 against a D1 opponent this season. They got 5.5 minutes to do so. Boogie the spin. They call the foul on Smith before the shot. Doesn't matter anyway, so Boogie will go to the line.
Well, South Dakota won't need to practice free throws at their next practice, because they've gotten plenty of opportunities in this game. And, you know, the nice thing is for them, I mean, they've shot almost 80% as a team. So, I mentioned earlier in the game, you know, on average, they've been getting 21% of their points from the foul line. That's a very high number. Most teams more in the 15% range, but today, 28 of their 89.
There is 90 for South Dakota. Again, most in a game this season, 99. Hughes down low against Kamateros. Working around the perimeter.
I can't help but think that some of this for Omaha, David, too, is just them playing their 5th game in 10 days. And you almost kind of get the feeling here they maybe didn't quite have the energy it takes to be ready to compete on the road with that.
Eric Oliver rattles in a 3. And you're right, Brad. 5th game in 10 days for Omaha. 6th in 2022. Smith gets fouled. He'll have an and 1 opportunity. See that season high 14 threes for South Dakota in this one, which again is remarkable considering they average 6 per game for the whole season.
Yep.
They've doubled that and then some.
I'd be like, why is Mason Archambault back in this game? Career high, kind of had a little curtain call already, but there really isn't anyone else on the bench for Todd Lee to go to.
Looks like we got a double technical here. Darius Hughes and Boogie Anderson were getting into it.
And they both get to come sit on the bench and think about it some more. Oh boy, this is...
Now we got an inadvertent horn. Got 4.5 minutes to go. Had 46 fouls called.
I think they had to tell Hughes, I believe that was his 5th foul with that tech, so that's why the horn went off there, was to alert them of that fact.
Smith completes the 3-point play. Another 3 for Archambault off the front iron.
We talked about South Dakota, big lead at the half. They were up 57-33. But they have not coasted in the second half. They've come out with some really good intensity and continue to play at an elite level offensively.
Turnaround in the lane goes for Ferrarini. Feed inside to Damani Hayes. Good execution all around for USD. And now, Brad, every player that has played for USD in this game has at least 2 field goals. The local Italian restaurant.
I tell you, he's donned some really nice threads there, and a lot of people have asked about AJ and how the recovery's going for him, and it's going well. It's still a long road for him, but I talked to him before the last game, David, and he's super optimistic about being able to return for this team next year. And I mean, that's gonna, you think about putting him in with all these other pieces that are already here, and the future is very, very bright.
AJ averaged 19 points per game in his first season of Summit League competition last season. Of course, the transfer from Augustana. And at Augustana, he was the NSIC's freshman of the season. Transferred here, sat out 2 seasons ago, then played last season. And unfortunately for him, had a pretty gruesome knee injury toward the end of the regular season. And so obviously will not play this season, but he'll get the year back. He was going to get the year back anyway because of the COVID season, but you combine him and Stanley Amude, and USD lost essentially 60% of its scoring from last season.
Yeah, 2 guys, and they both averaged 20 plus. And you know, when you think about that and where USD is right now, they're going to move to 10-7. I mean, they've really done a nice job, because while they didn't have to totally revamp our roster, they had to revamp everybody's role on this team, and they knew they weren't going to get that kind of scoring out of just 1 or 2 guys on this year's team. It's had to be a group effort like it's been today, but this is a team that's really starting to find a lot of nice rhythm.
Kutcher is short and off on that 3.
Well, David, I think the challenge for South Dakota going forward here now is, okay, they've had a really good week. Winning 3 in a row, you get yourself to 3-3 in the Summit League, but now you got to go on the road. You're at Western, you're at St. Thomas for their next 2 games. Those are big ones for South Dakota.
Western Illinois with an overtime win over North Dakota State in Fargo earlier today. St. Thomas didn't play this weekend due to COVID protocols, but you saw at halftime as Lametti can't complete the 3-point play. St. Thomas, which essentially has mostly all of their guys that were in Division III last season. They're middle of the pack record-wise now in the Summit League. They are not a pushover. They are not a doormat. They are a very competitive team in their first year of Division I.
They're a team that's got a lot of skill, that can really shoot the 3 well, and that's always a tough combination.
Speaking of shooting the 3 well, Keaton Kutcher with his 3rd triple.
6 guys now for South Dakota that have reached double figures in this game.
Sami Rowe will get a chance at the 3-point play for Omaha. So Kutcher with 11 points in his 2nd game.
And how about this? Tassos Camateros, 7 assists in the game, and he's done a lot of that right there where he's received double teams in the low post and has found open teammates.
South Dakota will go on the road next week at Western and at St. Thomas. Omaha will get a little bit of a break. They got a week between games with at Denver next Saturday.
Yeah, they deserve a break after 5 games in 10 days. They need some practice time. They need some time to let their bodies recover a little bit.
There's Cannon Coster, who just had the ball in the game for the first time, and Archambault tried to find them on the give and go.
Archambault's not going to be happy about that, as that turnover will go his way, and Coster just needed to continue rolling. He would have had an easy one.
The only question left now is, will USD hit 100? Another foul here. Rowe will go to the line.
Well, USD hasn't hit 100 yet. We have climbed over the 50 fouls in the game called, though, so no shortage of free throws and whistles.
Lead is 30 here with less than a minute 30 to go. Perro Hunt got fouled, hits the three. So he'll have a chance at a 4-point play, and USD's over the century mark.
That's one way to do it. I'm just glad to see Perro Hunt hop up here. You always worry about this and a knee injury. And Perro Hunt hopped right up after it happened, so that was good to see.
So a season high in points for South Dakota. To 68 here. Foul on the drive. We get Perro Hunt. So Grant Frickenstein will go to the line. So that is foul number 53 in this game. Well, we mentioned the tough times for Omaha. Remember, they've made 2 Summit League tournament championships in 3 years, in 17 and 19. Lost to SDSU in 17, NDSU in 19. But as you see, they've kind of been on a downturn ever since that 2019 championship appearance.
And this year, unfortunately for them, not going much better. They're going to drop to 3 and 16 after this one today.
Cannon Coster adding to everything so far for USD.
7 players for South Dakota have hit threes in this game. And Cruz Perro Hunt came up limping after that. And well, that's the last thing you want to see right now if you're Todd Lee.
Well, we mentioned how we were thankful to see him get up after the foul on the 4-point play, but Perro Hunt, a little ginger coming off here.
And honestly, a lot of this is just South Dakota has only 10 guys dressed for this game. And Nicholas Isich hasn't played in the second half. We're not sure why, if there's an injury with him at all, but there's just not a lot of bodies available right now for USD.
There's a difference in the shot clock and game clock, but USD more than content to just dribble it out, take a shot clock violation here.
Well, it's been a terrific offensive show here for the Cats. 52% shooting, 17 to 30 in this game from the 3-point line. And the stats will get skewed there a little bit. That'll be their 9th turnover, but really 8 of them legit ones. So great job in a high possession game taking care of it too.
Final seconds and a dominant win for South Dakota.